No, give me like a blah, 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 like right in the middle of a song, dog. You start a song with that, just give me that blah, 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 blah. Give me that sound right there. I know that's a good song.
Yeah, motherfucker, you got the podcast. Now meet your host, Pencil and Cellar, and I'm Lil Krampus. This the Juggalo Rewind, Season 8, motherfucker. Recognize. Killa Ova Nuttin.
Welcome everyone to episode 9 of Season 8 of the Juggalo Rewind podcast, your favorite Juggalo podcast, because who else is there?
That's right. You know what it is? Season 8, Episode 9. Your cell block was murdered. Pour some out if you're at home for 40 or something. This is cell block. Maybe he gets killed on this track. We'll find out.
That would be terrible. My name is Peter. I'm here with Chris. What is going on? Chris, how are you doing on this fine day before I even told everyone who we are and what we do?
We're good. We are maybe still in March Madness. We're definitely still in Merch Madness, though. That's kicking.
March Madness is rolling along strong.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm still happy in March Madness. Hard to say right now as we're recording. It's a good chance it's still happening, but if not, it was a good run. It was great. And, you know, WrestleMania is right around the corner. Loaded card. It's exciting. It's spring. Spring is almost sprung.
And this week, as you are listening to this, is Astronomicon.
That's right.
So that's, you may be driving or flying into town right now. Mm-hmm. If you're watching, you see all of our buddies on the table here. Everyone from Pinhead to Ash to Kevin Nash to Bret Hart and more.
The only autograph I have out of that bunch is Doug Bradley, a.k.a. Pinhead.
The Cenobite?
Cenobite. I lost myself there.
You don't have Kevin Nash on anything?
Oh, I do, on the weed poster that that Andrew gave me. It's so funny, though, because it's like a small Sharpie autograph. I'm like, can you get a little bit bigger there, Kev?
No.
Oh, I do have one of the old R3 NWO ones signed, but like it's got that faded yellow packaging, so I don't even know if I'd ever display this.
Yeah. Well, they will be there and more.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a new one.
So, if you're in town, come see us. We will be out and about. I will be with Bruce Campbell, probably.
Big Kev's my friend, you know that?
I've heard.
That's right.
Should I wear the Kevin Nash shirt?
Should. I cut it up and give him one. Can't fit it. I didn't print it 2X tall.
Oh. So, before we got so rudely interrupted by me and by what we have going on, this is the Juggalo Rewind. We deep dive into Juggalo albums one track at a time, one lyric at a time. We're not cowards. We don't just do a whole CD. We don't just do a topic.
This one sounds good. On to the next one. This one's good. This one's fresh. This one's dope. We go right in.
Shots fired.
Deep in.
That's next week.
Maybe next week we'll just go, this one's fresh. Let's move along.
That could be the shortest episode ever. Whether you're a longtime fan of the culture, whether you're a new fan, or maybe you're not a Juggalo at all. Maybe you're a gatekeeping fuck.
coming after us.
I don't know who you are.
No one's ever called us that, so that's good. We've been doing pretty well. Not sounding like two old gatekeepers complaining about the new jugs.
Yeah,
you just complained to me on the side about all the new jugs.
That's 100%. There's one guy who goes back and forth with the Declan Delt guys on Twitter, but I don't know where that started. And I don't know if it's a joke, but they like...
I think that's a guy who's like an actual... like Juggalo influencer, like he's big on the YouTube scene. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of,
there's two and one I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a whole scene, huge Juggalo scene on the YouTube and the webs. I feel like we're not even in the same world, even though we're like
it's not
involved in the same culture as you said. What we're doing over here is not even remotely close to what they're doing. What most people are probably doing, Juggalo world. We're like outsiders looking in. I like the way we talk.
I don't get what some people are listening to or what they do in their real lives, and that's fine. That's on them. But
different strokes for different folks, different jugs, different 2 liters. There are two new 2 liters coming out. Did you see it? Not 2 liters, 20 ounces.
If the newest ones for the past 3 or 4 years weren't sugary enough, like those are going to be any better.
I commented, was our good friend 5187. He posted them, and I said, my teeth hurt looking at that. He said, they're sugar-free. I go, get the fuck out of
Those
here.
are not sugar-free.
It was like bubble gum, and I forgot what the other one was.
The other one was just like a fucking party surprise or something, right? It's blue. Like
Party supplies.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a flavor.
Maybe it's like funfetti cake flavored.
I just sugar water. But anyways,
Not me. Zero sugar on this boy. Getting in shape.
You're looking good.
You know what one is a little sneaky one you want to get and kind of give yourself a little fake treat ski? It's I can't remember what it's called. It's some sort of lemon one, but it has a little bit like almost vanilla flavor to it. Lemon something. Not lemon meringue. But it's good. It's a little fake ski.
We're starting with the fucking throat clearing already this week, aren't
I took
we?
a Mucinex, but that was this morning around 10. I was trying to think if I could skip the 2 hours to make the full 12-hour window and sneak one in there.
That ain't working. I've heard that Zevia is good. I haven't tried that though. Zero sugar,
I was
zero
going to say,
calorie.
is this a drink we're talking about or a mucus cleaner?
Not a mucus cleaner. It's a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, it appears that either is Jelly Roll either the owner or just the male model.
When I seen the reflection in the mirror, I thought it was what's his name, NWA former world champion and WWE tag team, Trevor Murdoch. That's what I look like in the reflection over there.
That's great. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there's lots of different flavors of that. I've heard that's good, but I have not had it.
I wasn't usually big on the seltzer waters. I would just mix them with gin as a mixer, but I've gotten used to drinking them on their own. I enjoyed the lemon one last night. My spooky movie review that's coming up a little later.
We'll save that. We got to hurry up now. We have stuff to do. I'm on a 24-hour fast.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I'm starving.
Perfect timing during Lent.
I'm actually not starving. I'm actually okay.
Yeah. I hear it. I hear it. Sometimes once you get past a certain threshold, you're kind of all right.
I may hit 36.
Wow. Look at that.
I mean, if I go to sleep, and then it's fucking 10 hours right there. So, anyways, enough about us. We're still talking about what we do and why we're here, but we'll breeze through that. If you are new, you need to go back and listen to all of our old seasons. We've had 7 of them, plus. So go back there, listen to the fun stuff. Go back to the beginning of this season, if you've jumped in right here.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just Googling Killas or Nuttin.
Oh, Nuttin. This is our third Riders related thing we've done. We had Riders in the Pendulum series, we had a Rider Holiday Christmas special, and now a full Rider season. Riders leading the pack on it.
Might as well be the Juggalo ride.
Just go right into Riding Dirt Day next.
Let's not and say we did. If you're a regular, you know what we're about to do. You know why we're here and what we do. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to slide right in. That's next week.
No.
We're going to dive right in. This season, as we said, we're talking the Psychopathic Rydas' first and best album, Dumpin.
You think so?
I was just trying to see if you were paying attention. I was trying to catch you. So yeah, we go into Dumpin. We are episode 9, but we will get into that in a moment. You wanted to dive into your bit first, and then I'll have my bit, and then we'll get right into
Let's do it. You know what? We had it last season. If you're new, we had a little bit. You covered, what's it called? Not Society.
The Eddie Vedder song?
No, the movie you seen with, what's her name?
Nosferatu?
No, we did cover that. We had Nosferatu, and we had, that one that was up for an Oscar.
Yeah.
About the aging actress.
Yeah, I never remember the name of it, but you go on.
Substance, right?
The Substance.
Yes. So, a few spooky movie reviews, but I got a good one here. An old, classic spooky movie review.
The Begotten?
No, never putting that out of the vault again. Didn't even fully watch it. I just fast forwarded parts of it. I'm like, how much gutting can he do of himself? No, this one is 1955 classic, all the way back. That's when Hollywood was transitioning. From the old Hollywood, trying to get before we got into the 60s and 70s, new Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And this is a personal favorite of mine. Actually, I've only seen a few of his movies, but he's become a staple in our family for some reason. We always reference Robert Mitchum, the actor. Yeah. So this is Robert Mitchum in The Night of the Hunter, 1955 thriller, but I don't know, this is like almost early horror, I feel like. He plays a man pretending to be a preacher, but he's actually a serial killer.
Oh, is that a spoiler alert? Or
no, that's in the description, so fuck you if you said I spoiled it. It's a 1955 movie for you.
I'm just making sure.
But Robert Mitchum, awesome in it, fantastic. Serial killer, creepy guy as a preacher. He's got knuckle tattoos. Imagine in the 50s, you see
In
a
the
guy with
50s,
knuckle
yeah,
tattoos.
that's crazy.
Love and hate, and he has a great spiel about hate and love and fighting. And he gets arrested, gets pulled over driving a stolen car, and in jail he befriends a man. Well, actually not. The guy hates his guts, but meets a guy in jail who tells him he's hidden money away. The only person who knows is his son. Robert Mitchum doesn't know this, but he knows the guy has $10K. So that guy's getting the electric chair. He's gone. So Robert Mitchum gets out of jail because he's only there for stealing a car. Finds out there's $10,000 hidden away.
And back then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and this is Great Depression era, by the way. So Robert Mitchum comes to town, big old brim hat, looking sweet as all hell, shows up, and then he
Looking like Gary Kanarski.
finds the widow and the two kids. And within, I would say, less than 10 minutes, close to 5, they're getting married. That's how fast this movie moves.
Yeah, it's like Halloween 3.
Well, and that time, as the one woman tells the widow, you need a man in your life, you got to find one, so better hurry up and grab this guy.
Hell yeah.
You can't live without a man in your life.
That should be 1955.
But tons of great jokes, like that woman's hilarious, her husband's hilarious, Robert Mitchum's funny, but there's a lot of creepy, ominous scenes, like he's chasing down these kids and they're on the run hiding. All of a sudden at night, these kids sleeping in the barn. Very awesome cinematography. And all of a sudden you see the silhouette of Robert Mitchum riding on a horse coming after them. And he's humming some gospel song. Something he's singing. I don't remember what it was. But the little kid's like, does he ever sleep? Very ominous, very scary. I give it 4 pumpkin ghoul masks. Classic. This was directed by Charles Layton, who never directed another movie again because it was such a box office and critical flop. Everyone hated it. He stopped making movies.
Oh.
And then, like, years later, it was looked at as, like, an all-time classic. Like, it's in the top, like, 500 movies ever to see and all this. And Robert Mitchum's character is in the top 50, like, spookiest villains in movies I've seen. So, yeah. Look up The Night of the Hunter, starring heartthrob himself, Robert Mitchum, as a serial killer disguised as a priest.
I like
Not
it.
priest, preacher.
Oh, same thing. Interesting.
Yeah, it was great. It's on Tubi for another, well, actually, when this comes out, it'll be off of Tubi, but it was like on Tubi for another 7 days, I seen.
All right. Pittsburgh Steve is going through all the Halloween movies.
Oh, yeah. In almost halfway to Halloween, I guess.
You're not going to like
His ratings?
Not at all. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh. So, we'll see.
Is he trashing 3? Is that...
No, he likes 3.
Okay, well, at least give him that. 1 and 2 he eats?
He thinks 1 is boring.
What does he know?
Nothing. He eats pizza with cold toppings. And I heard that he writes his name in crayon.
No, my Halloween, top 3 movie ever made for me. Got it on my skin. I love it so much.
I bet it's because he likes the newer age, like he'll like the zombie ones, and he's just a newer horror
Slasher,
person,
like more violence and gore and fast paced.
Yeah, just better cinematography, like better looking. I bet
It's a great looking movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just.
You want some good cinematography? The Night of the Hunter.
The Begotten.
Robert Mitchum. He walks into town on that horse. I don't know what he's singing.
That's fine. We've gathered that. So, did we just replay? Did I rewind? The only movie that I've seen recently, I rewatched. Oh fuck! I only have another week or a day to watch that. I rewatched the first Evil Dead.
Oh yeah,
I'm not into it.
you're out of your mind. Great movie.
That's just not. Doesn't hit me.
I went to see that a few years ago in the theaters. Snuck in a little pocket whiskey for it. It was a
Shocking.
great time. me and young Who Jacob.
Shocking.
Well, Evil Dead 2 is campy and fun, so maybe that floats your whistle.
Yeah.
Float your whistle?
Well, that's a new one. That'll be in the notes for next week.
You know what you should watch? The Evil Dead remake, or reimagining, I guess you say, from 2013, I think it was.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that. But
That's good. Very violent, very gory. But
Yeah, I'm not into that.
I mean, it's not like for the sake of gore. Like, it's still a good movie, but it's very violent compared to the others.
All right.
Two's got a lot of gore, but it's like funny gore. Like, there's just blood where it's like no human can spit that much blood out type stuff.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I should get there. I mean, I've seen all 3, and I'll give you that review in a couple weeks.
Did you watch Ash vs. Evil Dead was it 2 seasons?
I've seen bits and pieces when it was out,
Yeah.
but no, I didn't rewatch that.
It's a 2 or 3. I thought 2 seasons. Maybe there was 3. Maybe
I thought there was a lot. Yeah.
I need to rewatch
It was
those.
okay. It was fine for what it was. I
It
didn't
was
really.
fun. But yeah, if you don't know the references and stuff,
But it was
it's
still
nice.
okay, from what I remember.
There's also Evil Dead Rise from a few years ago. You have to watch that. That was good. The Easter eggs in that, not too bad. Not like in your face. Like, I feel like they're just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Disneyfied.
Well, I'll let you know if and when I get there. When we give our review of that weekend
Yeah.
in a couple weeks.
See if I'm there. I don't know yet.
We'll
It's
see.
up in the air.
I'll tell the big man.
I told him I don't want to be anyone's handler. Unless I'm the big man's handler.
Which big man?
The big man.
Ugh,
That's the only one. That's the only person I'd work with.
he doesn't need a handler.
I just want to hang out with him. Though I don't think he drinks anymore. We got him toasted years ago, a couple times.
I'm sure maybe he'll just hang out. Maybe you can bring Coney.
That's true. I should bring him some Coney.
And a lot of local boys. But he doesn't still live here, right?
No, he lives in Arizona now or Florida.
Wherever the stem cells are legal.
The shirts were sent to a P.O. box in like Orlando, Florida years ago, but I don't know if he lives down there still.
Probably sent them right to the PC. Maybe he's-
Florence Center. Shawn Michaels like, oh, what the fuck is it?
see him wearing it on TV. What the hell is Shawn Michaels wearing that?
I went to DM him about the weekend for a friend of ours, and I realized he hasn't been on Twitter in like years.
Oh.
Like it's so I didn't even see like whatever I sent him, but going back was when I first sent him I think it was the Kobo tee way long ago, and he's like, his messages on SummerSlam day. Here at SummerSlam, got Kobo on. And I was like, what does that mean? You coming on the show? What are you? So I'm watching it all excited. I'm like, I don't see him anywhere. Then he's ringside. He's wearing just a black shirt. I'm like, they made him take it off probably.
They're nervous.
But I love it. Just said, at SummerSlam, got Kobo on.
So I mean, you have to bring him a new one?
I wish. He's a specific size. It's like this thing. You got to print on this thing.
Yeah. Don't forget, we need a Britt Baker shirt.
Oh, yeah. You said Pittsburgh one for?
Yeah.
All right. You give me a list of everyone who needs one. Hey, he kicked out. Whew.
I think that's the only one I can think of. I mean, other than everyone,
Yeah, I mean, Brett, I don't think gives a fuck, but
I don't think any of them would. But I think getting her a smaller medium, I'm
Yeah.
a Pittsburgh boy. So
yeah, no others come to mind. Bruce Campbell probably doesn't care.
he may.
Unless he surprised us like Bill Mosley did and just became a fan of,
Yeah.
I like shirts.
You never know. I do like free shirts.
I think he bought one.
Eventually, yeah. And then I saw him wearing one this year.
That's awesome. It's still in his rotation.
Yeah, you need to re-up him.
Last time I was there, I gave him a bag of them. This was Ann Arbor. That was a while ago.
Oh my God, that's fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, that was. He might have been. He was there one other time recently. Yeah.
Is that only in person you've dealt with him?
Yeah. Bill. Arquette's still rocking the Kobo tees, and he has the old Kobo tee, like the nasty print one.
Yeah.
The nasty print, the thick boy. Got to get him some new ones.
He'll be. You will see him eventually. I don't know about old Mosley, but yeah, he.
Mosley, he's putting his time. He's got his watch. He's been there enough times.
He's. We'll get him eventually. All right. Next up on our gimmick list is the old '90s rewind.
Oh yeah.
So we go back in time because the CD Dumpin came out in the fall of '99. So we always venture back to see what was going on in the year 1999 with this segment we call the '90s rewind. And then I drop in a little thing, doot. That's where we're here. This week, the only thing I could think of, because I have a good one for next week, and
Okay.
I need to backfill.
I had something horrible I almost said there.
Since we usually do sports, we're just chiming in here with the Detroit Red Wings.
Okay, last
No.
of the pro teams.
Pro sports. So we're doing the '99 Red Wings. What were they doing in the fall of '99? And I pulled
Fresh
up
off 2 Stanley Cups, right? Not fresh off, but a year out from the.
and I pulled up the wrong website that I usually use, but that's okay. But yeah, they had back to back, right?
Yeah, 96, 97, 98 season, and then so this would have been the season after, right? Or no, there would have been a season in between.
Yeah, and
I always get confused when those seasons that like overlap, where it starts in '96, the championships in '97.
so the year before, they lost in the playoffs to the Avalanche. So you're right. I think they won back-to-back. Then they lost this year. So then in the fall of '99, they're coming back. They finished second in the Central Division, but they lost in the second round again to the Colorado Avalanche.
This was the era of the feud, the blood feud between the Avalanche.
Yeah, that's when the Avalanche were fucking sweet.
As we're recording this, it's the anniversary of the Darren McCarty, Claude Lemieux.
Is that today?
It's like 28 years ago or something it was now.
How many people can you name on this team?
I'm bad with wings. Like, there's still got to be some hangover from those two championship
100%.
teams, right?
There's a ton. Yeah, you're old. But then after this, they start buying people.
Yeah.
So you start getting your Hull and Robitaille and fucking
Because
like...
2002 they won a championship, right? And then
That's, I think, when they
they made a
start.
few after that, but didn't win them.
So this is, you have your Yzerman, Shanahan, Lindstrom, Fedorov,
Oh, yeah, they're all still there.
Pat Verbeek,
I remember that name.
Larionov, Duchesne, Lapointe.
Oh, LaPointe, yeah.
Chelios makes his spot. You have your Maltby, Draper, and McCarty.
He winds up going to like Chicago or something like that.
McCarty?
Yeah, where does he go?
Calgary?
Calgary? Yeah, that's what it was. You're right.
Aaron Ward. Remember
I
him?
do remember that name.
Just remember the what's his name always had a drop on his show. And then your goalies.
Osgood?
Osgood's there. Ken Reggett
Reggett.
and Manny Legacy.
Manny Legacy. Our high school teacher was like our science teacher was like friends with Manny Legacy. Like people like shit talk about him to her.
That's funny.
There was something random about him. I have to go back and ask.
2 hat tricks by the Red Wings that year.
Oh, nice.
You would think there'd be more, but only 2.
Right, that's crazy. I feel like that should be like a regular occurrence.
Both by Martin Lapointe. It's interesting.
Was Genesis Super Nintendo still kicking out the NHL games at that point?
By 99-2000,
That's already hitting PlayStation, really, right?
I don't know if Genesis had them, but I bet they're still EA. Well, obviously, I think they're still EA.
But yeah, I wonder, is it like the same engine?
That, maybe not. Coach Scotty Bowman, by the way.
Big old asshole.
You don't like Scotty Bowman?
No, I like him. That's why he
Oh.
was good. That's when they fired that last coach, and halfway beginning of this season, they said he was too much of a player's coach. You need an asshole. You had him. You had Babcock, and this new guy here is a big dick too. So that's what the Wings need.
He's got a what?
He's a big fan next week's show. Oh yeah, this NHL 99 looks way too realistic. It's way off of
Yeah, I don't like that.
all the vibes we dig.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
I've contemplated buying the new one because they have like, they mark down the old ones, buy it cheap because they have like a version of like the old school game you could play with.
Yeah.
But I still think it looks too real. I wish they were just pixelated like those old ones.
Yeah.
But it runs like the same style as you're playing it.
Well,
We should bust that. It's been a long time since we play one of those.
I'll whoop that ass.
At one time, I'm like one eye and it all drunked up trying to play you.
One time.
So I slept in your basement. And you're like, "Thought there's a ton of radon down here."
That's okay. It'll be fine.
I need a radon detector down here as I work down here all day.
Yeah, we should probably get you one.
Yeah, I should get that on eBay. Or not eBay, Amazon tomorrow.
I got one used. That's fine. All right. So you ready to get into the depths?
Let's way deep underground.
All right. So we are here. Episode 9. I don't know if I was saying that right before. Episode 9. We are doing the, whatchamacallit? The tail of the tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Tail of the tape for the track. Killa Ova Nuttin.
Nothing.
So we got
Anybody should be on this.
anybody. So we got 3 non-words. We're over 3. Time on this track, a hefty 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
They started getting a little heavy at this back end here.
Yeah, they're trying to backfill this CD. Track number 9, as we said, this is not found on any other CD. And I believe all 6 of the Rydas are on here.
Rydas.
So I guess we'll figure that out here.
Inside us. The only one that's been on anything is Dumpin so far, right? Or
No.
who was also on
There was one or two that were on
Psychopathic Rydas Space?
and the one was on Juggalo show.
Oh, yeah. I always forget, like, we're counting those as well.
Well, we have to.
We do, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. You're trying to play it off.
You know those weird, stupid compilations they put out? I just seen people discussing that the one with, like, the picture of them from, like, the award show.
So I was about to say the fucking worthy of an erection.
That one,
yeah.
like, sold for like 150 or 175 recently.
Way more than that, I bet.
That's so like, it looks like it's such the shittiest bootleg like CD they've made, but like
it's super hard to find.
that's so weird.
Because there's a lot of songs on there that you cannot get
That's
anywhere
true.
else.
That's one part. Yeah, I mean, I guess CDs was like always been the main form of audio for this like community, so it makes sense that they still hold up value. But I'm like, it's just wild to me that
why
some of those
that
pop off like that.
Why that one and like no other ones that are just equally as hard to find?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, going back to the old ones, a lot of the older ones are just it's weird variants that are hard to find, like misprints and stuff. That old Riddle Box one with like the reversed colors and shit,
and
like,
stickers, and people with the fucking green screw or the silver screw. Like, fuck.
If we ever cover another Joker's card, who knows? We have so much in the bag. We just don't have time for Joker cards. But if we ever cover another Joker card, we might have to get a friend of the pod, Juggalo Collectibles, on to make sure we don't miss any of these variants, because that shit gets way too deep in the weeds.
Yeah. I just saw someone today post that they had a Rydas, a Dumpin CD, and on the spine, it was all silver.
Oh, really?
Whereas right now, I think Psychopathic Rydas is red and Dumpin is...
It's opposite. Rydas is silver.
But, like, he has one on one side where it's all silver.
That's interesting. We've never confirmed the Uzi Man.
Fuck the Uzi Man.
Goddamn, pal. But early on, we said the rumor was the original run didn't have a Uzi Man, but you're like, I don't know if that's ever been proven.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we need a picture. Juggalo Collectibles, get us a picture of the non-Uzi Man.
They're white gloves.
I'm gonna DM him and ask him for a white glove.
Vanna White.
He needs to do that with him. That's how he needs to show him off.
All
the
right.
white gloves. It works for him, not for your boy Zombie.
Well, Juggalo Collectibles isn't friends with Kevin Costner.
I don't give a fuck.
All right. So, Killa Ova Nuttin, as we know, Rydas songs are made over original songs, not original beats. The opposite of an original beat, a stolen beat.
Stolen.
And Chris is here to school us on the origins of the beat Killa Ova Nuttin.
Man, we should have had like a little jingle just for this. We should have called it something. We're already almost at the end of the album, so we can't now. But Killa Ova Nuttin came from MC Ren featuring Ice Cube, Comin After You, the remix by T-Mix is the producer's name. So if you go on the album that this came from, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
It's stuck right there. The original version, which is very bizarre that the remix was, I think, floating around before. Because when I was digging, there's a handful of promo CDs, 12 inches, that. But the promo version, I think, is the regular song. But there's a remix that also was floating around before the album came out, featuring T-Mix. Apparently, people are a big fan of his remix. I don't know
If your name is T-Max, you got to do the remix.
Right? But yeah, and I would go with this beat over the original beat, the regular, album version. Yeah, this beat, as we think, the reason we kind of like this song by the Riders is the way the beat kicks in. So
I would agree.
Yeah, and when I was digging around looking for it, because so far, every single that they've used, the 12-inch or the CD single, has the instrumental on there. The remix version, though, I could not find like a CD or a 12-inch. It'll say like explicit, clean. They don't have instrumental on there. At least not labeled on the ones I was digging around on.
Yeah, most albums, most singles of that time would have instrumental acapella.
Yeah.
The fucking,
And the assumption with these is like they're just taking those, whatever singles they can find that have instrumental and throwing it on there really fast. So this had to have had an instrumental somewhere, because I can't imagine they took the time to like remove the vocals somehow on this.
You would think not, but I mean,
yeah. So maybe I just haven't stumbled upon it. But when I was digging, I did not see the remix version with the instrumental, but it had to have been. I had to have found, and it's as So we're getting into these, you kind of seeing repeat offenders. I was like, MC Ren's on here twice, Dub C's been on here a couple of times. So like, I was like, oh, they're just using 112-inch and they're using the B side and but we'll get to that next week. That's really not the case because, next week's we'll have a song that has a B side, but that didn't have the instrumental. It still had its own 12-inch single. But they were definitely hitting the exact same artist over and over again here.
Someone had a type.
So yeah, MC Ren, Ice Cube, Comin After You. Not yeah, they spell out you.
Out of me and you coming after me in particular. Well, and how do you feel about the song?
I dig it. And like I said, I'd take the remix version over the album version for sure. T-Mix, thumbs up. Great production.
Good job, T-Mix. All right. Well, that was quick. You stopped me from doing what I was doing, but that's okay. We will. I don't need to do that. I can jump right into what we are doing.
Sorry, I stopped flatten tracks on that one.
Nope, that's quite okay. So I will stop that, and we'll go right into the song.
That's right.
Killa Ova Nuttin. So now we are in the segment that we call, what do we call it? The Lyrical Deep
Lyrical
Dive.
Deep Dive. The meat and potatoes of the pod.
Pull off my clippy clip, get my notes, and we are ready. There's a little bit of bleed over, shocking, from the last song. Beat and actually lyric, because the last one ends with fucking everybody. And a little bit of the everybody bleeds
comes at the end there.
Yep. Beat starts right away. Intro. Who's doing the intro?
I don't know.
I assume it's Jamie Madrox, but I really don't know.
No, this sounds like someone totally different. I was focusing in on it when I went back and listened. I'm like, this is definitely someone. It doesn't sound like a Madrox character voice for sure.
I can mess with the, what do you call it? The
speed.
pitch.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
It didn't seem like that either, though. Like, it sounded like it was...
pretty normal, just a little deeper, but like it's a normal voice. Yeah, not like tweaked. Did you notice a couple weeks ago we talked about the one that you thought sounded like Willoughby Rags?
Yeah.
Did you hear that I messed with the pitch?
Yeah, I do remember that now.
That's just straight J.
Yeah.
It just sounds exactly like him talking monotone.
Well, Willoughby Rags is always him or Legs Diamond, right? Like, one of those two. Depending if Legs is around, Jay just fills in for him.
Well, it sounds about the same. So yeah, this is a voice. We don't know who it is. Yeah, what the hell you know about the Rydas? Black trucks and hoods, bitch. Shit, you better check that. Hell. When they say, I think we've talked about this, but we haven't really like examined it. Hoods.
Yeah.
Are they talking black hoodies? Are they talking bandanas? Are they talking fucking lucha masks? Like, what are they talking?
It does make you think of wrestling under the hood.
Because they say it a couple times throughout, and we just kind of gloss over it. Like,
that's true.
Hoods and black trucks, motherfuckers.
Well, going back to the very first show, the shelter show that we discussed in episode 0, probably, they were wearing, like, hoods, right? They had their hoodies up, and as opposed to the do-rags. Oh, no, they were wearing ski masks in that one. That's what it was.
Maybe they did have ski masks.
Yeah, that's what it was. So maybe the hood is the ski mask. If that was, like, the original gimmick before they switched it to bandanas. Because they reference bandanas, I think, here and there on this.
Bandanas. Yeah, in this season, that's really funny. We have so much.
For hoods, way more. Maybe that was going to be the gimmick, was it was going to be ski masks at first. Like, this is way too fucking hot wearing these up here.
Do they talk about bandanas at all in Rydas?
Not the way they do in, like, later seasons, or seasons later CDs.
Whoops.
Yeah, maybe that was the plan. They're like,
fucking wipe the table. No more bandanas.
We have to wear ski masks like Lions last season.
Like monoxide?
The weird green one. What a random gimmick that didn't stick.
He tries. He's always trying something different.
He tries.
It's either that or it's a weird haircut.
The weird haircuts were great. Bring those back. The fucking side things sticking out. And the fucking overalls. He looks so white trash in that era.
That was a look.
White trash with tattoos.
All right. Verse number 1. Cell block.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if he gets killed on this one.
Well, see if anyone dumps on him. Coming in strong, like right off that intro. Yo. I always think that's sweet. Yo. I love how he does this too. Like, it doesn't rhyme per se, but he's using all like the words of the time of the gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm a killer, cap peeler.
Yeah.
Other bitches is whack, but Rydas are for rilla. Give me all your Skrilla, your keys to your ride. Tell your bitch to leave her purse with the wallet inside. Fucking great. So he's robbing someone of their car.
And Saturday afternoons, most likely.
That's what they do, and how he
like
does.
you said, the lingo though, all the time, like
all the
whack, rilla, Skrilla.
Yeah, it's just funny that they all rhyme-ish because they're all like that, speak. Ain't no frontin' when cell block starts dumping. Through your neighborhood, our black trucks be bumping.
He keeps on gimmick. I don't know if there's been a song that he hasn't referenced a black truck. The count is heavy. Like, we could have had 3 counts. Cheese, black trucks, cell blocks, black trucks, and cell blocks, black trucks would still be leading because he references every song.
And he's going with all the old ones, like not just the Skrilla, the Dumpin', the black truck.
Yeah.
Like he's just hitting all every
He's on gimmick the whole time.
Best to watch your mouth, peep game, and learn something.
Fella.
Person, check nuts, because I'm killing over nothing. So his little 8 bars here are kind of talking about a nice little robbery.
Yeah.
And he goes through your neighborhood, and if you get in his way, he kills you. We should say, we didn't really talk about the title of the song. That's funny. He's killing over nothing. The song is Killa.
That's
Over
true,
nothing.
yeah.
So
I'll kill you over nothing, but
I guess the next verse that we get into that. But yeah, it's talking about murdering someone over absolutely nothing other than just being in your way.
yeah.
So good verse.
I'm down. Yeah. Comes in, like I said, comes in hot. Doesn't do anything over the top, but it's fun. It hits all the themes that we love about the Riders. So.
Yeah, starts strong and gets to it. Speaking of getting to it, verse number 2. Twin Gats, a.k.a. Misery. Oh, I'm always horrible at this.
There's no AKA because this is basically just like Misery tracks. I feel like his character is pretty much how he kind of sounds and all this stuff.
Again, these are all 8 bars. Everyone's got 8 when you look at them. His are like fucking 15 because it's just so not haphazard, but how he flows is hard to read.
Yeah, definitely not. It's not as like I said, Blaze like boom boom, like the drum beats of each one.
Now I be riding with my shawty, shouty,
shouty.
a fifth of Bacardi, bowdy. So he tries to rhyme all these, and they kind of do, but when you're reading them, they don't.
Yeah.
Now I be riding with my shouty.
Yeah, it's his delivery, he just almost switches the words up, so they all kind of meld together.
They kind of do. Fifth of Bacardi. My nose snotty.
Is he got a cold?
Could be.
Or is he doing blow? What are you insinuating?
I would think one of the 2.
Maybe he's got sinuses. We don't know.
My nose snotty in the party. Intentions to levitate a body.
Dark Lotus, maybe.
He's doing the seance. He's the original Mars. You assume he means levitate a body, killing them. I just put this not together right now. That's one, or the people putting the casket up on their shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's a good analogy.
But yeah, you're right. Probably the soul, because there's another verse that's like that coming up in a song or 2, I think. Give a fuck who he with or who he know. Again, that should say don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
who he's with or who he know. Is this where you think these lyrics are wrong?
Oh yeah, this next one.
Let the barrel blow or a quarrel.
It says let the barrel blow. I think it says let a barrel blow for a quarrel. No. Over something they borrowed. No. He's just I'm not letting the barrel blow because we got in a fight, a disagreement, or you borrowed something of mine.
Borrowed something from me.
I'm just killing you over nothing. That's, yeah. It wasn't because we got in an argument or a spat or you borrowed one of my things. I'm just killing over nothing.
Do the math on the warpath, making predictions to the body count. I even blast a hottie now.
That's funny.
Spraying couples because I loved you. So fuck you. I don't gangbang because I'm struggling. Biatches. Yo, I'm a killer over nothing. So he's killing women. He's killing potentially the woman who he used to be with and her new spouse because he loved her. But fuck you. He doesn't gangbang because he needs the money.
Yeah.
He's just killing because he likes to kill.
His all over the place, But like when I'm listening along, I kind of like, especially the end of it. I feel like not everlasting line because it doesn't have that, but like I remember like when you're reading those lines, I'm always like, oh yeah, that way it goes out on there, it always like stuck out to me.
And then we get to the chorus. Very similar. I feel like not in the first half of the CD, but definitely all of these now combined. Very rhythmic. It's just all of them in the booth just doing the same kind of like. So it's
it sounds like the whole crew singing it is the way it comes across.
You can't just have Jamie Madrox doing every hook because then it sounds all the same.
Yeah.
But so the hook. Killa Ova Nuttin, a rider ain't ashamed, wetting motherfuckers up over anything. Wetting someone up, that comes up later as shooting them so that they bleed. So they're that's how I take it, right?
Was there something we referenced earlier? But it's like there was a reference to that earlier in the season.
Very quickly, but I think it comes up again later in the CD. Pop, pop, pop.
Gun them down, baby, down. That one sticks out, that part.
Dumping from the east to the west side of town.
I like the riders, bridging gaps, east and west coast of Detroit City. From
Ann Arbor to Gratiot. Not from, LA to New York.
No. But yeah, east, west side Detroit. I always enjoyed their gimmick with that.
So they do that twice. And it's a good little hook.
Yeah.
But it's very, I don't want to say simplistic, but there's a lot of them that do the same thing.
It's definitely simplistic, but it works for this. It's fun and it fits the way that beat sounds on this.
Verse number 3, full clip, a.k.a. Shaggy Two Dope.
Shaggy always going to give us something fun when he shows up.
100% Shaggy Two Dope right here. Now I knew this bitch, yo. She used to love me. Two songs in a row, 2 verses in a row talking about
maybe
lost love.
Maybe he had some lost love in this season. He's very angry.
Maybe it's misery. No, I know this bitch, yo. She used to love me. Buffing on my pickle piece. Everything was lovely.
Pickle piece is such a funny term. So stupid.
So everything is lovely because she's just blowing him. 40s and swishers delivered to my doorstep early in the morning, netting on my woodpeck.
I mean, he had Uber Eats before it was a thing. His ladies were just bringing him swishers and 40s. Like, it's nice.
Early in the morning, blowjobs and banging.
Sitting on the doorstep.
On my woodpeck.
We just ignored the woodpeck.
Fucking 20 years before, not 20 years, but before Hush had the song.
God, that song sucks.
Are you a woodpecker? Peck wood.
What a terrible hook.
Could you have a squeak your chair?
I know, I grabbed the wrong one. Got the dog crawling upstairs, this chair squeaking, it's a mess.
Living lavish, every call beckoned on the big full clip. And bitches all pause.
No, and bitches are pawns. It's got to be that. That makes all pause makes no sense. And bitches are pawns because they're bringing them. They're all his servants.
I got that. Anyway,
big full again. He always refers to himself in third person on these albums.
Yeah,
every track.
At least it just wasn't clip. Anyway, with no reason for drama, I killed that motherfucking bitch and her mama. Funny that he could have rhymed. Well, I guess it's very close to the Killa Ova Nuttin, but he still talks about being a killer. But again, the cadence of this verse and the verbiage, so shaggy.
Yeah, as we cover this episode or this season, episode by episode, don't realize how much they're not the writer gimmick and Dumpin. As we move along, they're really in gimmick. At least I feel like they are over the top.
Boondocks is.
But right now, especially ICP, they're just ICP with dial back a little bit. All right, we got to be more realistic with the stuff we're saying.
You can't do fucking sugar boom ba.
Yeah, I literally was gonna say that line. Southwest voodoo and stuff.
Yeah. No fucking hearkening the fucking Ouija board, but
all their delivery and all their jokey, stupid shit they love to do is all there.
Netting on my woodpeck.
Pickle piece.
Stupid. All right, verse number 4, Foe, aka the Monoxide Child.
The Monoxide Child.
Still doing drive-bys and leaving hoes for dead. Misled is what my homeboy said. I think that's a fun little, like, sing-songy cadence.
Yeah, I like how he comes in there for sure.
Let me get through the next two. I know what you're about to do. I ain't no bitch hoe. End your life on GP with your whole family on the lawn staring at me.
They're all on the lawn looking in
While he's killing people.
him.
So we looked into, we had our friend, Boy Kelly,
Yes.
give us the 911. That's the 411.
411.
To tell us what GP means.
Yes.
End your life on GP. And you think, or he thinks, or we all think that means general practice.
Yeah.
Or general practice?
Right, yeah.
Did I
that's
already
what
mess
he
that
said.
up?
He was very confident. We were very out of our element knowing street slang.
Now I'm... did I say general practice? That's not what I fucking meant. I'm sorry, Kelly. General principle.
General principle, yeah. That's
Jesus Christ, you're supposed to be here to correct me.
My brain was frozen because the dog's barking up there at me.
GP could also stand for general public, guinea pig,
Guinea pig.
Gary Payton. So lots of GPs.
Maybe he's on the court and he's not actually killing. He's killing them on the court playing like Gary Payton, dropping them. Remember Gary Payton? Was that Rock and Jock where Gary Payton would hit the 40 ball? That was like they had the two nets above the...
I think he was always in
I feel like he was the dude who would hit those crazy high baskets.
I thought, didn't Chris Webber hit one?
The one of the high baskets?
Yeah.
Maybe.
One of like the 80-point boys.
I need to try to look again because there was years ago I pulled those up on YouTube to watch, but the quality was so bad. Like it was someone's bad VHS ripped to YouTube.
I've tried to do that too. Like,
God,
those are so good.
Those and the early baseball ones.
Yeah.
Big Kevin Nash hits the magic 8-ball.
Those are the only two that matter.
Yeah,
The baseball and basketball.
Yeah, they added like bowling and football later on. Those were terrible, but
Yeah.
the early 90s, mid 90s, Rock and Jock baseball and
If it doesn't
basketball.
have Bill Bellamy and
Right.
Dan Cortez, then it
So good.
don't matter.
I'm shocked none of them like nostalgia companies has made Rock and Jock replica jerseys.
They must have.
Yeah,
they must
those,
have messed
I
up.
feel like they would have to like fly off the shelf.
I feel like in a very early season, probably first or second season for us, we must have talked about that.
I'm sure this has been brought up in the past.
Because I feel like I looked it up and I was watching the same things. Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
yeah, this weekend I have to go on another Rock and Jock run.
What the
Pull some up on YouTube.
What were we looking? What were we talking about?
Fuck, it's like 5 years ago. Who knows?
It could have been anything.
Yeah, as we get, how else would we have gotten a Rock and Jock from say general
anything.
practice again for
Yeah.
GP?
Anyway, with your whole family on the lawn staring at me, and I can give a fuck.
What?
Get to looking at my gat, get to fiending like a bass head, leave you hoes flat.
It's a fun like just the way he comes out and says those two.
Now, I'm going to finish this,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go back.
That's right.
2 gats got my back. Killa Ova Nuttin, that's a fact. Get out of my face or get it slapped. Bitch.
Get it slapped.
2 gats.
Yeah.
Is this he has 2 guns and he's watching his own back?
Yeah.
Or is that a reference to twin gats?
He had it
Or is
wrong.
that twin gats? Was
Little
that going
brother?
to be his name? Little brother. Maybe that was going to be
Who was the guy who was always in misery? His sidekick?
the minority. Poncho?
Yeah. Maybe that's who Two Gats was. I took it that was his Two Gats. Like,
In this song, they never say twin gats.
do you thinking maybe this was recorded earlier and
Maybe.
he's Two Gats? No. I think he's
It's
got
just his 2
hands.
guns.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say my 2 gats got my back? Maybe he literally means misery's got his back.
Maybe. God. An old Art Anderson.
No, anyways. Then we get the chorus again. Killa Ova Nuttin. Right ain't ashamed.
Pop, pop, pop. Gun him down, baby, down.
Riders are not ashamed. They're just killing people over earth.
I feel like this has been a theme we've heard before on this album. Basically.
Oh, speaking about killing over nothing and not rhyming.
Here we go. This is
Verse
good here.
number 5. Joe Bruce himself, Violent J. Sometimes called himself Bullet for no particular reason.
Because he's shaped like a bullet. Even his head looks like you put a bullet on someone's body.
I was born with the biggest chip on my shoulder. I killed the little kids and took their strollers.
I enjoy the visual, though, of a tiny baby bullet walking up. He's got the khakis on. He's got the flannel on with a binky in his mouth still.
Looks like fucking Andy Milonakis.
100%.
Do you think he was a kid when he killed little kids? Or is he like a grown-ass man?
Yeah, because he's saying I was born with the biggest chip. So he's talking about his life. He came up. He's always been a Ryda. Born with it. It's inside him.
Except for when he says that he was faking it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that.
Well, you know, minor detail.
This is about killing people, not about being rich.
Right.
They're not mutually exclusive. I'm older. Tie you up instead and blow red lettuce out the side of your head.
But ow, the little noise he makes there.
And then it's funny. If you listen, he goes, there's just like a sniff. I wrote sniff.
Like he's smelling the gun, like after he shoots.
Maybe. Or maybe he's doing coke off the red lettuce coming out of your head. Patow.
I always think of House of a Thousand Corpses. When very beginning, Sid Haig shoots the guy and he smells the gun. That's what I visualize.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
Or he could be doing blow with Twin Gats, because Twin Gats got the snotty nose.
That's true. You could die any minute. Ugh.
Yeah.
Turn your back and get a hollow point slug in it. Blow, blow.
You know what I enjoy? Everyone kind of has other people doing their background stuff. Jay's like, no, I want to do my own background shit, 'cause it's all his voice doing it. But
Yeah, everyone does have someone else, and he does his own. You bit it over nothing at all. Now they serve peanuts out your skull at barbecues.
That's the most Jay delivery.
What a fucking
barbecue. It's like the way he says it sounds like.
Was he trying to rhyme all and skull and then just added that barbecues?
Yeah. The at barbecues is so funny. I don't even know I knew that was there. Like, I'm just not paying attention. Then when we like dove in, I'm like, serve peanuts out your skull at barbecue.
Because it's low, and then the next verse goes right over it.
But yeah, that's such a Jay, like that. He does that like kind of voice, like it's a Mad Professor. He kind of like gets in there, like.
So, all right,
great. It's so dumb and awesome.
So dumb and all. Killing kids, shooting you in the head, and serving peanuts out of your skull at barbecues. Next verse, Lil Shank, a.k.a. Jamie Madrox, the multiple man. Again, his cadence so fast, like it doubles up how fast the beat goes.
He goes with the beat like perfectly though. Like Jay's for sure just like kind of there, but if he needs to add a little bit in the end, he will. Like,
Shaggy
doesn't even know the beat's there.
No. But it's just like, you record this and then just put it over whatever
you got. Little Shank though, you can tell he put in the work to fit this beat.
I've been wondering what the fuck you've been looking at. You know it ain't no thing for me to get my gat and blow holes in your frame until you look like an Afghan.
I like that line.
Body collapsed, soul fly like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So that reference back to a couple verses ago, like your soul leaving your body, like your soul floating away like Peter Pan. That's making you look like an Afghan is actually that's
fun
a
one.
Sweet line. Again, that's another week of him like a very descriptive, verse.
Yeah.
Lil Shank from the hood, raised in bad ways. Peel your fucking cap, because I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. I'm not peeling anyone's cap.
Maybe you need to. Maybe you need to release that stress.
Stress. Maybe I will call my
No, don't kill anyone. That's on me. I'm going to accomplish the murder. It's recorded.
Hey, you can be a thug if you want to.
But I'm going to be a Ryda bitch.
So fuck you.
Nothing special here. Nothing great. I guess the Afghan line kind of pops you, but he comes with it perfectly. Like, it's great vibing. If you're not paying attention to lyrics, you're not in your head. He sounds awesome over the beat. Again, twisted, perfect for riders. They might not have the most memorable lines, but they're the most like I'm nod my head when they come onto the track.
Yeah. Also of note, the song is 4 minutes long. Right here, we're at 2:57. So you get Killa Ova Nuttin, Rod Ain't Ashamed. You get the chorus again. And then you get a bunch of yelling. So they're just in the background.
I forgot about the yelling in there.
Yeah, so it's not in the Genius. So if you listen in both channels, in both of them you get the beat. But in left and right, there's two different things. So in one, and there's a lot that you can't even pick up. in one is he's shouting out different names. So I heard Jump Steady, Double A, Jason, in no particular order. Jump Steady, Double A, Jason, Tom K, Legs Diamond, he says.
Some names that you don't like associate, on this.
Legs the other ones he said like last week, I think.
Jump Steady wasn't
maybe not
mentioned,
Jump Steady. Stefan, he definitely says, or they, I think it's all Jay, says Psychopathic. And they say they all are doing Psychopathic Rydas,
part,
Dumpin, Psychopathic Rydas. Yeah, like they do that once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah, parts I remember, like the Psychopathic Riders, one or two names you mentioned. But yeah, I didn't know like all those were in there.
Those are the ones that I picked up.
Yeah.
On the other channel, he's just talking. So I picked up It Don't Take Nothing to Get Wetted, Motherfucker.
I think I remember hearing that.
And then he says, you get your Nedden film.
I don't remember that part.
I think there's one other thing in there too, but like, yeah, it's you're hearing like three different.
Yeah, it's all like layered on each other.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So there you go, Legs Diamond making an appearance.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny that they're doing the Rydas or the Dumpin hook.
Yeah.
So little Easter egg there.
Nice. Glad because I kind of zoned out at the end and didn't dig into that.
Because you were so boned up for what's about to come.
It comes right in the boom, right through the door.
Right in the yeah.
Pow!
All right.
Yeah.
So Killa Ova Nuttin. I almost said the wrong song. Killa Ova Nuttin. What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
Solid. Like one I think maybe kind of surprised me because the ones I assumed were going to be up there, all were up there who Ghetto Fantasy's done with. But Killa Ova Nuttin sneaks in. Like, beat's awesome. Like, it's a twist that comes in, enough to nod your head. Nothing memorable, really. But Jay has the memorable barbecue fucking bowl.
I don't think it's so memorable that you didn't even know it was there until 2 days ago.
Maybe that's what we need with Rydas, though. You need twists to bring you, they're not going to shock and awe you, but they'll make you nod your head. They're there. Comfortable.
Shock and aw's on a different side.
They're very comfortable. Nice blanket. You know what you get. But then sometimes you want to get a little crazy. You want to get nuts? All right, let's get nuts. Here comes Jay with the red lettuce and
there's nuts in the skull.
and nuts in the skull. And then Shaggy's just Shaggy. He's there.
Cell block is the rider.
Yeah, cell block. He's getting his feet wet. He's very good in this one. We'll see how he does next week. But yeah. A little breaking out party for Blaze so far on the album.
A little bit of a slur on this one, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, different
it's not
times.
okay. I shouldn't have said that.
That's okay.
That's not what I meant.
I'm clipping that and putting it out there.
Speaking of, I have a clip of you that I've been using. I don't know if you've noticed.
The one that popped me was me on the hey, that one got me.
I've done that a couple. Not recently, but
I can't remember now.
I'll have it ready so that I can play it for you later.
Sometimes I put on like 1.7 and just jot notes really fast so I get the video out, and I'm behind in the videos because Merch Madness has been eating up my time with dumb shit, so got to catch back up on my video.
This is your drop, and I'll just plug it in here. It's verse number 5 is Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man.
Allegedly, I don't know that for sure.
So
nice.
That got pulled. It was perfect because you don't say it when I cue you up, so I have to plug it in myself.
Sometimes I say it when I shouldn't say it whatsoever.
That's true. That's okay.
Get excited out here. Speaking of excited, next week, oh buddy.
Oh, we're almost there.
You know what? I don't know if I'm ready.
We need to take a break here before.
Might need a boost for that one.
Yeah, we need a full week of Astro to clear our palates, so that next week we're coming right in.
I mean, Astro 1, we've seen a man's butthole, so maybe something like that will help get us lubed and ready.
Remember Dustin just coming and being like, not here. Almost threw him right through the fountain, right out the door.
Straight up butthole. He just pulled it out.
You think Plunger Boy is going to be there?
Man, we haven't seen him in years. Think he's alive?
I hope so.
Sometimes I've heard rumors, rumblings that he was at the gathering here and there.
I think he is. Yeah, he's everywhere. But I legit
He's out there.
He's out there. I'm trying to think, has he ever been at one in Burton Manor?
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since the original ones, right?
He may have been at the Ann Arbor one.
Yeah. sleeping in the lobby. And they're like, you got to get out of here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The bathroom.
Every 4 years they have one in
Every
Ann
4
Arbor.
years.
4 and 8 have been in Ann Arbor. Line up for 12. Here we go.
It's like the WrestleMania anniversaries.
It is. Every 20 they got to come back to Detroit. All right. So that was Killa Ova Nuttin. We appreciate everyone listening and watching. And if you want to talk to us about this song or any song or anything or nothing.
Yeah.
If you just want to, I meant to say something, but well, I'll save that for later. I got thrown off with our intro. Now it's all jumbling up. But if you want to talk to us about anything and everything, there's a couple ways where you can do that. You can follow us on all social medias. That's at Juggalo RWD. Particularly right now,
That's right.
we have Merch Madness going on. So go check that out and vote for your favorites. I don't know what the fuck people are doing. But
I haven't been paying attention. Like sometimes when I'm scrolling through to add a new one, I like thumb up and look. I accidentally voted on 2, so I have to subtract 2 votes on those ones.
Some of them I don't
the
think.
fat thumb cut the edge there.
Every time I see one that's real bad, I just text Rex. I'm like, what is going on here? And he's just happy because it's going to drive the prices down of the ones,
he wants. That's good. Yeah, maybe we should rig it for that.
But it made me think that there's one that I have that I need to frame.
Oh yeah.
So that means I have to buy another one to match it. That's a fucking mess. Anyways,
Yes.
all the social medias, follow us at Juggalo RWD. Comment on this episode or on any of our nonsense and get into bantering with us. That's what we like. You know that you can watch or listen to us on any platform. Don't forget to rate and review or leave comments if you're watching on YouTube. That's another way to interact with us
right.
and to help us. And
Right.
we enjoy all of those. And no matter where you watch or listen, don't forget to subscribe so that we drop in your feed at 6:05 Eastern on the Superstation on Thursday mornings.
Billionaire Ted funding us.
If I remember, or if I don't hit the wrong fucking AM or PM like I did last week. So yeah, you also want to share with a friend, new, old, or former juggalos? Come everyone, join the flock.
Welcome to the pod, the Juggalo Rewind pod.
On top of all that, there's 2 other ways you can contact us: questions, comments, or stories, or bitching at us. Either way,
All the above.
you can call or leave us you can call us and leave a voicemail or text us at the hotline 810-666-1570. We enjoy hearing and seeing your nonsense there.
Yeah, maybe more people should text. A lot of people don't like to call. That's Sports Talk Radio locally did that. They added a text message line. They read off all the text. So if you don't like talking on the phone, you're nervous, we weren't going to pick up. We can't pick up, I don't think.
No, we can, but we don't
I don't think it's physically possible. At least I know on my end I can't. But, maybe you just don't want to leave voicemail. I've done that. I've called people and I just hang up. I don't want to leave voicemail. So
Yeah, me too.
send a text. Send some fun banter that way.
We get some texts, but it's usually just people bantering back and forth with us. It's not like a
Random
for the
thoughts.
pod.
Yeah, but if you got any views, thoughts, concerns, fuck off. I don't care.
Did you listen to any of the fucking 6 voicemails that we got?
I didn't know there was 6.
I think he left 6.
I seen them pop up, but I didn't realize there were that many.
We'll get to that in a future episode, but that is what our listeners do. So that's what we want to hear you do at 810-666-1570. You may hear it throughout the year or during the wrap-up show, or you're just popping us when we're at work.
That's right.
Website, juggalorewind.com. Last night, I swear, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, I remembered what I wanted to do on the website. And I thought of something I'm like, oh, this is even better. We're going to do this and we're going to do that.
Forgot about it again?
I have no fucking idea.
You need a notepad next to
But
you.
I distinctly remember thinking like, holy shit, this is a great idea. I can't believe I remember that.
Now you have to need a little notepad next to your bed.
I woke up and I'm like, what? So I think I have a vague idea of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But not these like crazy thoughts.
Maybe it just seems like it's grander in the middle of the night when you're half asleep.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Anyways, if you want to follow our wrestling nonsense, that's 20 by 20 apparel. You can also see Chris's photos that he takes.
Yeah, trying to branch out, get a little photo game going. I have to do headshot photos at work tomorrow. I'm going into the office, out of the basement.
Oh.
Doing headshots.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Next week's episode is going to have headshots too. I can't even look up while I'm saying that. Okay. Thank you to Analog and to Jesse for their music. Lil Krampus for her voiceover work. And if you missed anything that we've talked about here in this last couple minutes of banter, check the show notes or any of the bios in our social medias or on the website.
That's right.
We have a nice little link tree, and we have many, many different ways where you can remember, click, share, rate, review, subscribe.
All the fun.
All that fun stuff. Anything else before we hit the dusty trail on Killa Ova Nuttin?
Yep. We got to enjoy the dustiness now because it's going to be wet and sloppy next week.
Ah. All right. Well, on that note, we got to get out of here because we have a lot to think about with our lives in general.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
All right. We will see you next week for Plug That for us. All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
Killa Ova Nuttin.